Opinion editor for the Washington Times, Harlan Hill, is a campaign consultant and former campaign aide for the UK's Democratic Party and a Bernie Sanders supporter. Thanks to both of you for joining us. The battle lines have been drawn, that is for sure. I mean, you can see which side either party is going to try and line up on. And it's not really traditional lines, Kelly. You know, it's the Democrats are really trying to say, things are great in America. You should be proud and patriotic. The economy is doing great. And also very much Donald Trump is dangerous. Will that message work?
Positive messages always are received positively. So I think that the Dems are coming off of great.
Let me stop you right there, because they always say negativity works in politics. The negative ads work, and that's why everything gets so negative, is because it works.
Well, I think that you have the battle lines drawn, like you just said, and the Democrats, the Democratic Party, and the people who are on the Democratic side are going to respond positively to Hillary Clinton, and the Republicans have drawn their lines, and they're going to respond positively to Donald Trump. The bottom line is how you perceive this reality that we're living in, and 1 in 7 Americans, or 7 in 10, 70% of Americans out there don't feel that we are on the right track, that their jobs and their wages haven't risen, that you know, there's a weekly attack of ISIS now this summertime, and they don't feel as safe. So these two parties are really going after the independents, and we don't know where the independents have fallen. We know after the Republican convention, Donald Trump received an 18-point bounce in the independent vote. It'll be interesting to see where Hillary Clinton comes out after her convention.
Harlan, your thoughts on all that?
Well, I thought that, first of all, I thought that her speech was very telling. She spent a lot of time praising the people of Philadelphia and Pennsylvania in general for being gracious hosts. That's because Pennsylvania is a battleground state this go around, and it is crucial that she carry it if she expects to be in the White House come this time next year. Now, taking a step back, it's clear that this president has his head in the sand, and if she is seen to be denying the economic reality that people just feel like we're in economic malaise right now, that median household income is down, that unemployment for people in minority communities is worse than it's been in a long time. If they deny that reality, she's got a problem. If they deny the reality that ISIS is metastasizing, they've got a real problem. And so I'm hoping that we're starting to see that Hillary's a little bit more grounded in reality, because, yes, people want optimism, but they want optimism that's based on facts, that's based on the reality that they are experiencing.
I want to introduce another thought as well. Fox News is confirming that another hack attack has happened on the Democratic Party. This time the target was the Democratic Congressional Campaign Committee. That, of course, is the political arm of the House Democrats. The breach follows on the heels of another cyber attack at the Democratic National Committee. Sources say there are signs that the two hacks were related and that Russia may be behind both. This has become a big talking point in the campaign. Kelly, you know, Donald Trump made that comment, many thought sarcastically, and also to really step on the news cycle and insert himself in. And, of course, now with a straight face, Democrats are saying Trump is encouraging Russia to hack them. This adds more fuel to that fire.
You know, these hacks were first kind of reported on in March, and Yahoo News actually has a story out today saying that the FBI went to Hillary Clinton's campaign and they warned there might be some hacks into her campaign that were related to the DNC hacks that they were investigating at the time. And they asked her campaign to cooperate with them in this investigation. And this was in March, and she refused because it was too intrusive, and she felt that it violated some of her privacy. That's something that Hillary Clinton's all about, her own privacy and protection above, you know, investigating these hacks. These hacks are a bipartisan issue, and they should be approached that way. Mike Pence came out this week, and he said quite clearly that, you know, after this investigation is closed, if Russia is responsible, there will be severe consequences. And this is something that every American should take very seriously. What they shouldn't take seriously is the partisan nature that these two parties are playing. And the Democrats, more often than not, with this rumor and innuendo that Donald Trump is somehow behind this, that's just falsity, and that's ridiculous.
I mean, Harlan, to me, this brings back the idea of Hillary's homebrew server, because what we're talking about is that everyone is getting hacked. It's happening all over the place, that none of us are taking cybersecurity seriously enough. And one of the people who takes it the least seriously of all wants to be the commander-in-chief.
Absolutely. I mean, look, the mishandling of classified information is a severe issue of national security. And frankly, even though the D-TRIP has nothing to do with, or the DNC either, regardless of the fact that they have nothing to do with national security, it's of great concern that they're not able to secure confidential information at the very least. And I think that this is going to grow. I'm a little bit surprised that we haven't seen more of this impacting Republicans yet, though I suspect that it will happen. This is a bipartisan concern, and I'm glad that Mike Pence is stepping up, and you have leaders in Congress, both Democrat and Republican, saying that we need to address this aggressively. Okay. Though I take issue with the fact that the mainstream media is obsessing over the details of the hacking as opposed to the content of the DNC. I would like to see more focus on what we've discovered, the revelations that we've seen.
Plenty of time for both. Thanks to both of you. We appreciate your time. John.
Thank you.
In San Diego, police are closing in on a